Hello, my friends. My name is Ryan Freeman. Thank you for stopping by. Please give me a thumbs up. Write down any questions down below. I am an English teacher at a junior high school / senior high school in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. This is the second semester working at this school. I am the first foreign English teacher to ever work at this school. How they do things with me may not be how your school does it with you if you also end up working in this wonderful country full of amazing opportunities to teach English. One thing that my school does in particular is they like to start me off very easy at the beginning of the year when I first started and now the beginning of this semester. So although this is day 3, I have not taught any classes. And I will not teach any classes this entire week. It's Monday. And so I will not teach any classes until next week. So I have lots of free time, which is why I'm doing this video with you right now. Their thought is they want this project of having a foreign English teacher, their first one ever, to be successful. So before mistakes are made, they want to try to have as much communication between me and my co-teachers and directors as possible so that I can, when I start, it's just I'm already ready to play. I think it's perhaps slightly overcautious, but I'm not going to complain because I have all of this free time to make videos for you and to do all sorts of stuff that I like to do. Although I do love teaching, and just being back to the school has sort of reawakened this part of me that has been shut down for the past several weeks of holiday. And I am very much looking forward to getting back in the classroom and having lots of laughs with my students. So I guess before I came back, I was only worried about one thing. I was worried what my new schedule would be like. I was very happy with my schedule last semester. I had about 19 classes. Oftentimes it was 18 classes. I had a lot of free time. But I also did have some busy time. I just really liked my classes. And I was just hoping that this semester my schedule would not be any worse. It would at least be as amazing as my last semester was, or perhaps even better. I mean, who knows? Well, when I first came back, and I didn't message the schedulers at all during vacation, I just wanted to find out as a surprise. Perhaps that was a mistake, because on my first day back, which was last Friday, I end up finally getting a hold of the schedule, and I should say the schedule was only finished last Friday. That may not be the case at your school, but a lot of things are done very last minute here. There is a reason. They've explained the reason to me, but it still is somewhat flabbergasting well, anyways, I'm not going to get into it because I don't quite understand it, but it was surprising to find out that my schedule wasn't even ready. But as I have no classes until next week, not a big deal. So, so I get my schedule. And I am not very happy because it's like 2 more classes than I had last semester. So I tried to convey my disappointment. And perhaps I conveyed it with a little too much emotion. And the person I conveyed it to, we ended up getting into a little bit of a conflict, I should say. And I ended up getting my schedule, and I just said, this is what I think of my schedule. And I threw it in the air. Now, I don't recommend that you do that. However, you may be shaking your head at me. Ryan, you are a child. Yes, it is true. I am overly dramatic, histrionic, you might say, but I have found that not only is it fun to throw papers in the air, I know it's rude, but it often gets results because immediately after I did that, people started buzzing around the office and I was told I can delete any classes I wanted off my schedule, which actually I felt really bad because I didn't actually want to say, hey, I don't want this class, because I love teaching and I love students of all the different grades. And so it's like, what am I going to do? Tell this teacher I'm not going to work with you? So I felt really bad. I said, well, if there is one class to take off of my schedule, sorry, I'm just going to pick up this paper. It is actually rude to throw papers on the floor. Don't do that. I apologize for doing that last week, and I apologize for doing that right now. Okay. I said, if there's one class I would like to take off my schedule, it would be this one. And when I came to school the next day, there was a new schedule with that taken off. So they want to make me happy. They want this project to be successful. And I felt terrible all weekend meaning Sunday, because we had to work Saturday. Although I didn't teach, I just sort of sat around, exercised, and did my thing. You're like, what's your thing? Gossiping, chatting online, that kind of thing. Anyways, I spent all weekend feeling terribly guilty about how I started the semester sort of on the wrong foot with my poor scheduler. But I will say this, I've asked my office mates, I'm like, what is the time that you see any sort of drama in the office? And it is always about schedules. And it's not just me, okay? A lot of us teachers like our job. Okay, we're not in it really for the money. We like teaching. It's a very fulfilling job. But we fight for a good schedule. And I'm one of those guys. What can I say? But I did feel bad, and I had a meeting with them the second day, and they just want to solve all my problems. And tomorrow I have a meeting, and they're just going to be so supportive. And I'm just at this amazingly helpful school that just loves making my life easier and easier. And so what can I say, man? It's a great gig to work at a public school in Taiwan. Maybe not all schools, okay? Now, I'm pretty sure if I was working at the school I worked at last year, they'd be grinding me as hard as they could. Just kidding. They were also very considerate of me. It's kind of some jokes are based on slight reality. So here's the thing. My last school that I worked at had a long history of working with foreign English teachers, and they just plugged you in and pushed you into all sorts of things. In fact, it was probably the least desired school to work at for foreign English teachers in the whole city, because there were lots of different projects and supervisors pushing you to do all sorts of things. I'm glad I started off there. I loved it there. But now I'm here, and this school is a much more gentle approach. And I think I need to become a little more gentle. So that's my goal. No more throwing papers, no more dramatic displays of emotion. But I will say this, I gotta say it, those dramatic displays of emotion do work. I mean, if you're a man, I'm sure if your wife threw something, you're on your knees apologizing, or she's getting her way the next time she wants something. So it's not a good thing. I don't recommend it. Don't give me a thumbs down for it, please. If you have any questions about anything, write it down below. I've got a long road ahead of me, a long week ahead of me with nothing to do except talk with you and other stuff. But I am excited to be back. I hope any of you prospective teachers out there that you're not too frustrated. Some teachers have written private messages to me through Instagram that they have submitted applications and they haven't heard back. What I would say is just, double check, triple check your resume that everything looks tight. Craft your emails with sincerity. I feel that the more sincere you are, the more you are yourself, the more you will be successful as a teacher. I feel that I'm not trying to be a perfect teacher, okay? I'm just trying to be me. And I think the more that I am me as a teacher in the classroom, actually, that's what they want. They want a real person. And I think if you are yourself in the interviews, and in your emails, you will have a much better chance. You will stand out. It's not just formalities, okay? Of course, you got to be professional, but show some personality is what I'm trying to say. But don't throw papers in the air like me. I got chastised by my good friend in the office. All right, anyways, my friends, thank you for watching this video. The new semester is off to a slow crawl, I will say, but it will pick up soon, and I will have many problems, and I'm sure I will be bringing you videos of complaints, but also videos of how happy I am. All of it's real. You know, I'm not bullshitting you, okay, about this job. It's a great job. It's not a perfect job. It doesn't pay the most money in the world, but it affords you a good lifestyle in this amazing country to be in, that you're safe, and it's convenient, and the weather's pretty good. Like, it's February, and look, I'm wearing short sleeve. It's actually a little hot down here in Kaohsiung. It's a great job, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to work for this school, and I'm excited for the videos and the classes and everything else. Okay, my name's Ryan Freeman. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.